Hi guys, welcome back to my channel. Today I'm going to show you a healthy vegan dinner. Lentils with sweet potatoes and spinach. So I'm starting by cooking my rice. I have 1.5 cups of rinsed rice and I'm going to add 3 cups of water. I'm going to bring this to a simmer and then let it cook until it's soft. Next I'm going to start on some flatbread. I'm going to do 2 teaspoons of yeast. I'm going to add some warm water and a little bit of sugar to get that yeast activated and fed. For this flatbread recipe, I'm not really using a recipe. I'm just adding things I have until the texture I think is going to be good. So I'm going to let that yeast bloom in that warm water with the sugar for a while. Then I'm going to add some bread flour. And I'm using up all this bread flour from my pantry that needed to go. I'm going to add some salt. And then I'll add a little bit of whole wheat flour because I didn't quite have enough bread flour. I'm going to mix it all together with this Danish dough whisk. I wanted to have some kind of bread with this. I thought naan would be good, but I didn't have any yogurt, so I just went with a simple flat bread. I'm going to keep mixing this dough and adding flour until I get the right consistency. After I get the dough to a consistency I think is good, I'm just going to let it sit for a while I start working on the curry. I'm going to cut this sweet potato in half. I'm going to make a half recipe of this curry. I've never made it before and I didn't want to make too much in case we didn't really like it. So I'm going to peel this sweet potato. Then I'm going to chop the sweet potato into about 1/2-inch cubes. I have my Dutch oven here. I'm going to add a little bit of olive oil. And I'm going to add my sweet potatoes and start cooking those until they start getting brown and tender. So I'm going to stir these occasionally, and they probably took 5 to 7 minutes to turn brown. Next, I'm going to add some onion. I'm using easy onion because I found it on clearance at the grocery store, so I might as well use that. I'm also going to add some garlic. Next, I'm going to add some ginger. And some Thai red curry paste. Stir that around a bit. And next I'm going to add some turmeric. I have some chopped up serrano chili peppers. I'm going to add those into there. I'm going to add some salt and some vegetable bouillon. I'm going to add a couple of cups of water, and I'm going to stir this really good and make sure I scrape at the bottom of the pot to get all of the fond off of the bottom of the pot, which will add flavor to my curry. I'm going to add some rinsed lentils, and I'm going to stir that in really well. I'm going to let my curry simmer and boil for a little bit. Meanwhile, I will cook the flatbread. So I just take a chunk of the dough and I spread it out and put it on my skillet here until one side is brown. And then I'll flip it once I'm happy with the color and let it cook. Add another one. Make sure I'm stirring the curry as I go. At this point, the rice is already cooked. My youngest needed some food, so I started the rice a little early so they could eat before they left. So now that the lentils and sweet potatoes are soft, I'm going to add a half a can of coconut milk. And then I'm going to add some fresh baby spinach. And this will wilt down and add some nice color. So once this spinach wilts down, it's basically done. We will serve this curry over the rice with a side of the flatbread. This pot made 4 servings and is a really healthy, cheap dinner. Would you try this curry? Let me know in the comments. Have a good day.